safe letter. Sleeping in the stars,
It's another one. Could you please print?
One.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a storybook. Story.
Continue. Теперь your picture.
And where should I put the picture?
Here. Like here. And
This one?
put here. Yeah, great.
Like this.
Unicorn.
From
Brownie.
From kindergarten.
From Kim.
I'm just gonna put this right.
Mm-hmm.
Fill a bucket. I'm gonna place it here in the middle. Like this.
Okay.
Ой-ой, а мы...
I didn't eat it yet. I was like, oh, I love it when it's warm.
Let's go.
Into the sea. Did tornado come at that time?
So I think we're very close now.